Bye. I'd rather get a different audio. Get a different host. Replace Brooke the shopaholic.
Yes. Dude. Here's a list of sassy. One of my what is it called when you don't like something about yourself? Why can't I think? Self-conscious. Something I'm self-conscious about on camera is how I speak, because in the beginning days of TikTok, I say a lot of words wrong. Wrong.
Like you pronounce them incorrectly.
Okay. Or they'll just fall out of my mouth or whatever. And it's because my brain is going faster than I can physically talk. And so in the beginning days of TikTok, people would just roast me for it. And I was getting more views then. So then more people were like hearting those comments and stuff. And like I would see more and more comments of them making fun of me. And like they could call me like, they could call me a bunch of shit and it wouldn't bother me. But when people talk about the way I talk, I'm like, that gets me.
Really?
Yeah. So then
didn't you, when you were younger, you had like
I had a speech impediment.
Okay. That's why.
I couldn't say my R's.
So you're already like self-conscious about it.
Yeah. I would say like, this girl went to school. I remember my dad, shout out to my dad. He would be like, girl.
Yeah.
And it would be like, go. He'd be like, girl.
You're just standing there staring at each other like, girl.
And I'm like, if I could do it, sir, I would.
Yeah.
Something in my brain is saying no.
Forget the I, the R.
Couldn't do it, yeah. So when I stumble, it kind of pisses me off. Okay, so then I make sure to enunciate all of my words.
So that it comes out like super clear and they can't say anything to you.
Yep.
That's why when you do your videos, you're like, today we are going to pack my purse.
Exactly. And it kind of...
You're like, point out a word I said wrong.
It kind of changed my content in not a bad way and not a good way. But it's just interesting to see how...
I feel like in the world you're in, someone's always going to say something. So it doesn't really...
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to learn. One thing about us, we want to learn.
Yeah. By our 100th episode, we're going to look back and have a viewing party and just be like, oh my God, look at us.
Literally. Like, what the hell was that first video?
Okay. So the first assumption I get as a content creator and shopping account on TikTok is you only post hauls because you don't have a personality. That's a good one.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's
wrong one. And then it says, is the fashion really the focus, or are we just covering up a lack of depth?
Wait, are you supposed to answer to the assumptions?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was just kind of a...
Oh, you were pre-reading them.
No. Like that was the one assumption, the whole assumption. You only post hauls because you don't have a personality. Is the fashion really the focus, or are we just covering up for a lack of depth?
Jeez.
Yeah. So I'd love to unpack that one.
Jeez.
You only post hauls because you don't have a personality. When I started TikTok...
That is so rough. What the hell?
No, but I would...
Yeah.
Let me have a sip.
Yeah. Wrong drink.
No, I love this question because there's going to be such a professional answer to this, because I am not offended by that.
Okay.
Truly, because it's...
But that's because you know.
Exactly.
Like you always say, you are that bitch.
Well, I just know that I had to take certain actual steps to get here, so I know that that's not real.
Yeah. Have you seen the girl on the airplane? That he is not real.
Ooh! When I started posting on TikTok in 2020, I graduated college in 2019 as a business major from Cal State East Bay. Whoop, whoop.
What the hell? I did not know that. Okay.
Yep. And my concentration, it also took me 10 years to finish college. So it's a flex.
You're like,
what is it? 10-year flex.
I did not know that. Wait, didn't you go to school in Chico?
I tried. Yes. I went to community college in Chico and I failed and dropped out. Okay. And then I stopped going to school. And then I turned 25 and I was like, I need to finish school because I tried in Chico.
Okay.
So then I went to Cal State East Bay. So I say 10 years because I was 17 when I started going to community college. 17, 18, 19, 20, dropped out at 20, took a break from 21, 22, 23.
Okay.
Went back when I was either 24 or 25. I don't remember. And then graduated in 2019. So I was quite literally on the 10-year plan.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm off by 1 year. So maybe it was 9 years that it took me.
But damn near 10 years.
Yeah, but I did take a break. So it's not like I was in the classroom for 10 years consistently.
Okay.
Anyways, I finally got it back together when I was 26 and was like, I need to go and just get this done and graduate. And that's what I did. And it was really hard because I graduated with a 2.0. So I barely graduated, but I did it.
Yeah.
I have my diploma.
The degree's the degree.
Exactly.
And TikTok didn't ask you what your grades were, so fuck it.
And I just wanted that, that I need to feel safe. So I was like, if I have this degree, I'll be safe. I just knew I needed something. Like you needed your nail. Imagine if you didn't have your nail license or your cosmetology.
Oh yeah.
You would just
I thought about that like right after COVID, where I was like, if like I can never open the salon again, right? Then what? I have zero. I have the only job I have ever had in my entire life that was on paper was Burger King. And that's the only job besides doing nails I've ever had.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So you have no work history outside of nails.
Yeah, that's like on paper. So like imagine you go apply for a job and there's people like you that have like degrees in something and then they don't like, what the hell does me owning a nail salon mean on paper?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, but to us, because we know the industry, if I go to like,
if you go to I
don't know, like somewhere where they need a business manager and you have a degree in it and I'm like, well, I owned a business for 9 years. They're like, so where's it at? So then I was like, I'm going to be a cashier somewhere. I'm going to be a fucking...
You wouldn't be able to like transfer that like
into
experience.
Something. Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that is why I got my degree. I was like, I need to get this. And then I got it right before COVID. So imagine if I didn't have my degree and I went into COVID, I would have spiraled out of control.
Yeah.
When I went, I had to pick a major. I knew I loved business because I was that kid that was like selling things at like 5 years old, door to door. And then you had to pick a concentration. So I picked marketing.
Is that the proper word for it?
Marketing?
Concentration?
Yeah. Because when you get your major, the school wants you to pick a concentration. And so you could pick entrepreneur, you could pick accounting, because there's all these like different categories within the business.
I thought it was just like a major.
It is, but at Cal State East Bay, they made you pick a concentration.
Okay.
So my concentration was marketing because I've always loved social media and whatever. So in my head, I'm like, oh, I got so lucky that I picked that because then when I graduated, TikTok came out and it blew up and I saw all of this traction and all of this popularity. I was like, oh, this app is at the beginning of the product life cycle. If I want to blow up on the internet, I need to do it now.
Okay.
And so even though I didn't feel like I was ready to become a content creator, I just started posting random stuff to see if it would stick. So I would post a get ready with me. It got 300 views. I was like, well, that's not it. I would post a video of my dog and I thought it was funny and I would get like 5 views and I'd be like, Kate, and people don't care about this. And then I talk about this on my TikTok, but eventually I found out that I want to do hauls in my car of things that I buy. And I posted that. The next morning I woke up and it was at 30,000 views. And I was like, this is it. This is the content that's going to stick and it's going to blow me up. So then I realized, because then what you learn in school is if one thing works, you gotta just redo that
like
and redo
mass
that.
Produce it like over and over
and
over.
And as you're producing it, you pick out the stuff that isn't working and then you amp up the stuff that is working. It's kind of common sense, but I had just studied this, so I knew to quickly apply this.
Yeah. If I go on and post the same exact video, same wording, everything, it's gonna come off a different way. So like you motherfuckers stick because you enjoy her personality.
Oh my god, we just unpacked that on camera. Holy shit. Because somebody did say a comment to me once. They were like, other people do hauls, other people do shopping, and they don't get the views you do because it's you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm so hard on myself, low-key.
There you go.
So
there you go.
No, I don't post hauls because I don't have a personality. I have a personality. My personality comes out more when I'm doing shopping hauls because
when it's something you enjoy.
I love it.
So
that's wild.
But now you realize.
Yeah, now
the realization.
Doing what I loved the most got me to be comfortable enough to be able to do other things. Because now I do cleaning videos and organization videos, and I'm here doing a podcast. It's your turn.
Okay. I assume you have your whole life together because your nails are always done and your space is so cute. For one, my nails are not always done. Right now, they're miniature little chicken nublets.
If anything, you rarely have your nails done.
I mean, I always try to keep 10 nails on, but they're never done.
Yeah,
Like I always have the instrument on, but like I just because I need it for work, like I use my hand so much. But I don't like right now, if you look closely, like my nails are always scratched up because I'm doing other people's nails. Yeah. Like
I remember back in the day, you would have long, pointy nails.
I always wore like super long stiletto nails.
Always. Yeah. And I would think, how did she do nails with those long stiletto nails? And then I was like,
I just got so used to it. Like when I first got my license, the lady that I used to work with, she always had like these, like literally not exaggerating, like 3 to 4 inch stiletto, but like pointed stiletto, like real stiletto, not like almond stiletto. And they were like massively long. And she would do everything, like carrying whatever she needed for the salon, like everything with those nails. And like since I worked with her, that was just like the look during that time, and I would wear them like super long and pointed. This is like 2014, but your nails are always done and your space is so cute. My life is a mess.
Is it though?
It is. Maybe on paper, if you wrote down like who I am, they'd be like, wow, she has her shit together for her age and whatever. But literally, it's a disaster. And in the back of my head, I always have 700 things to do.
700 tabs open.
Yeah, and I always like, even in the salon, I always like think of something that I need to be like done, but I'm always working too, so then I like can't fill in all of those things.
Gosh, that's rough. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, like if I go in and I look at the floor, I don't know why when I renovated the salon I decided on dark floor, because I was like, it's dark, it's not gonna show. It's like, you know when they tell you like if you buy a white car versus a black car, like a colored car, the color, like the dust will show on it differently.
Yeah.
Well, I bought dark floor and we work with dust. Like all of us do nails mostly in there, and like obviously it's gonna show up in 3 seconds. So I can like mop one day, and then like in like, I feel like I'll post on Instagram or something like a reel of me mopping on Monday, whatever, right? And then on Tuesday, clients are coming in, they're probably like, "Bitch, you're lying."
Yeah, like because you didn't just mop.
Yeah, and so I feel like there's just always so much going on, and I'm trying to do so many things that I don't get to do anything properly.
Preach to the choir.
Yeah, that's literally what I think.
That is how we're so the same. So your life is not together. Okay, wait. I think there's a difference between having it together and just having a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Or maybe like I'm so used to doing so many things at once and being able to do them that
because you're like able to do them.
Like
your bar.
Yeah, too high for myself.
Yeah, maybe. So I think you're just underestimating yourself. Because you do have it together. You do keep the shop clean, but then also work, but then you're also a wife, but then you're also a podcaster. Yeah. Then you're also a gym worker. A gym worker outer.
I'm a mild gym worker outer. I barely go anymore.
Yeah, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, just trying to do like everything.
But then what's the end of that question? It says, and your area is super cute or something?
Your space is so cute.
So are they right?
The salon is cute, right? The way we set up the dynamic, like we painted like our own murals and stuff like that on the walls. But then if you go into my space, it's literally a disaster.
Low key. Everybody's space is so curated to them.
Oh, aesthetically pleasing. Like Angie's room is like Hello Kitty. Everything's so cute. And then you go over to like Angel's and it's like pink with diamond little like hand dryer. Mm-hmm. And then Lisa's like very minimalistic. She has like pictures of her family and friends behind her. And then you get to mine and there's like everything everywhere, bro. Like it's like, but you can
tell you're a seasoned artist because it's just like necessities.
Yeah, like this bitch doesn't care.
Yeah, it's just like the necessities.
Like like I have one of every single thing you could ever need.
Yeah,
for sure. I feel like now because I know that I'm gonna use them, especially because like not exaggerating, like 97.65324% of my clients let me do whatever the hell I want every single time. Like don't bring inspo or nothing. Like if I'll ask them, I was just joking around with my client the other day, like, okay, what are you thinking today? And she's like, I wasn't thinking.
She's like,
she's like, why are you asking me? Like, it's almost weird to them when I ask, because usually just sit down and be like, all right, this is what you're getting today.
That's so
like,
awesome.
They don't even ask me anything. Or sometimes they'll be like, oh, did you have any color in mind? And they'll be like, no, whatever you want.
That is so awesome, dude.
So then it's easy for me to buy stuff because like, there's not an expectation of what it's supposed to look like. I just, like, they come to me because they like the style I work in and they trust that, like, I already know kind of what they like, what they don't like, and they'll get like something out of it that they're going to enjoy.
Period. Yeah. That's why her station looks like the way it does.
A disaster. Yep. But I know where everything's at.
There you go.
And every time I organize it, I literally lose everything.
If somebody were to organize your spot, it would throw you off. Like,
oh, because I would be like, why did you move this here? Like, I don't know why it's over there.
The organization would be the disorganization for you.
For sure.
Okay, so that assumption was very wrong.
Yeah.
kind of.
Right, but wrong. Huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so my second assumption says that you return 80% of what you buy for content. Do you even keep the tags on? You return 80% of what you buy. So like everything that I'm showing in hauls, I return it.
Oh, okay. Kind of like we were saying the other day, like people assume like do you use a credit card? Can you even afford to do this? How are you affording to do all of this? Blah, blah.
Okay, so this is some good tea, in my opinion. Back in the day when I was broke, I would buy things all the time. And then I would have no money, so I'd have to literally go return it, get money back, and then be like, okay, I have money again.
Oh my God. Did you really?
Yeah, 100%. I would do it so much that she's my sister, so she would just make fun of me. That's how much of a shopaholic I would be. I'd be like, this is my last $30, but I want this purse. Oh. And then I'd buy the purse, and then the next day it'd be like, you need $30 for
gas.
Yeah. And I'd have to go into Ross, return the bag, get the money, and then I'd go get my gas.
Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm. What the hell?
Yeah.
At that time, were you already not living at home?
Oh, it was like from 20. I've been like this my whole life.
She's like, from 1999.
From the time I started making money until blowing up on TikTok and actually like being able to start saving and investing my money. Like, okay. Right? I think when I got my job at Poshmark, my first job out of college, that's when I stopped being in that cycle of not having enough money. Okay. So then I would return stuff.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But then I blew up on TikTok and I started doing hauls for a job. Mm-hmm. And I was so fortunate and so blessed that I had the money to do it, that I never had to return. And it was such a good feeling. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have to return anymore. I can afford this. And I think
I can have everything I want.
I can have gas money and food money and shopping money.
And then
unless we get like a couple more Cayman Jacks in
then maybe. And I don't even know. I don't think my personality changes because I'm drinking.
It doesn't?
I don't think so. Like, I'm not one of those girls where like I have a few drinks and you find me on a table like
You're not?
No.
Oh, that's me 100%.
Yeah.
It's almost like
but that's you all the time.
No, I wouldn't go on a table.
No, but like you're always outgoing.
I see.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like it wouldn't change like your personality.
I wouldn't just all of a sudden become a hermit.
Exactly. Yeah. So I don't know.
That's funny. Wait, what was the original assumption? who even was the assumption on, me or you? That I return everything.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. No. No. People also get on me on my Poshmark. They'll be like, she sells things with the tags on it. They're mad at me for that, and I'm like, wouldn't you rather me sell?
Yeah, I didn't wear this shit.
Yeah, like why are you mad at me for?
Why do you want to buy my used tanga on Poshmark? Imagine.
I was just talking to Luis about that. He was like, don't even talk about it.
He's like, don't you fucking start.
Don't even. Yeah, because he knew exactly what I was gonna say.
You're like, what if I just start selling my dirty socks?
Literally.
What's the problem? Okay. That's a good one. Yeah. You definitely canceled a client just because you needed a break and didn't want to deal with people that day, right? ?
Damn.
Negative.
You never done that?
Never, ever. I do not do mental health days.
Oh God, that's so Mexican of you.
Because if you worked, this is one thing that I'll never understand from like people in our industry.
Okay.
Speaking specifically in the beauty industry. You get this career because, well, a lot of people get into this career. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
A lot of people get into this career because they're like, I want to make my own hours. I want to do this, this, and this. But they also want to have a huge following, a hella clients. They want to have
all 24/7. Like,
yes. But when it's convenient to them.
Right.
That is incorrect. If you had a regular job, if for example, you worked at Walmart, Target, you're a cashier. You do not get to pick and choose. Like if you call out over and over again, you're getting fired.
100%.
So if you have a client that you are constantly canceling on,
they're gonna
fire you.
Bye.
Yeah, because even though they love you or they enjoy your company or they like your work,
I've done that before.
They're not getting what they need out of your relationship. Right?
Literally, they're giving you money.
And they're not receiving anything from you.
Exactly.
In the time that you canceled them because you needed a mental health break, if you worked at whatever fucking Chevron and you kept telling them, I can't make it, I can't make it, I can't make it.
My mental health.
They're going to find some, not even my mental health, but in general, I can't make it. I need to reschedule. I need to do this, this, and this.
They're going to find
someone else.
100%.
And it's the same thing. Like, your job can be amazing, but if you're not giving that job out because you're constantly canceling or rescheduling, then you're going to be replaced
100%.
So I think
treat it like a regular job.
Yes,
because you're like, this is my regular job,
Monday through Friday. Like, what am I supposed to do if I'm not doing it?
Gosh, I need that mentality.
Yeah. And I tell you that all the time with the scheduling thing.
Like, be so strict about it. Like, no, this is my work day.
Because my job does give me flexibility. I know that if I want to go somewhere and my books open up so much in advance that I have to have that blocked off. So like in November for Thanksgiving weekend, my mother-in-law wants us to go to Mexico to like meet some of her family that I've never met over there because she's going out there. And I was like, okay, but my schedule opens 120 days in advance. Log on, block those days off.
That is such a,
right?
Yeah.
But if like me and you are sitting here doing the podcast and then we have too many drinks or whatever and I don't feel well tomorrow, I'm not canceling those people.
I see what you're saying. You're like, nope. Like,
because I made that choice to feel that way. And so now I got to come in, right? Mm-hmm. Like, to me, it's just,
it's not like, oh, I have flexibility. I'll just reschedule.
Yeah. And I've heard people say like, but I'll have time on Tuesday. But those people specifically chose that day because they might not be available on Tuesday. Or like, if it was like, they didn't care, they wouldn't be going to someone that books a time because you respect theirs and they respect yours. If it's an emergency, for sure. Right. If like someone in my family's sick, for sure. Like, and that should be something that people are understanding too. But if I was the kind of nail tech that was always rescheduling or canceling, then people would be like, oh, you're just not reliable. So 100%. Unless it is something that I have to do, I'm very picky with the times that I reschedule people. If I'm ever rescheduling somebody, it'll be like, hey, can you come 30 minutes earlier? Can you come 30 minutes later? But I'm not, it's very rare that I'm telling them like,
that's a big deal to reschedule somebody.
Yeah. And if I do have to reschedule somebody because something does come up, like when I was doing my IUIs, and I would have to move them around to those appointments, I had, even though it's like something very private you're going through, I had already explained to all of my clients that I was going to start going through that because I didn't know what days they were going to need me to go in because you're going so often. So my way of fixing that problem was like, if I went in on Saturday and they did my ultrasound, hey, you have to come in on Wednesday, but I was fully booked for that Wednesday, I'm not going to text them on Wednesday like, hey, can't do it. Can you come Thursday? I'm going to text them that Saturday and say, hey, on Wednesday, I'm not going to be able to do it at that time. Do you want to come at a different time on Wednesday, or do you want to come Monday or Tuesday because you might need it before or on that date?
Right.
So I always want to be more accommodating to that client and put myself through like, I'm going to be a little extra tired because I have to do all these things, but I know that I would rather be accommodating to them than to myself.
That's what makes you a good business owner, because a lot of people have that ass backwards.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I'm my own boss. 1,000% you are in your mind, but at the end of the day, like, your community and your clients are what make you who you are in your job.
Like I said, when you were talking in the beginning, I've definitely have like broken up with my beauticians because of certain weird unprofessional things or
and I think that sucks too because it's like such a stereotype, I guess it would be.
Is it?
Right?
So then they
like
fill
people
the
in our industry. Yeah.
So then they fill it.
Yeah. Like people rescheduling or being unprofessional, or like, I think that there's like this super weird right now, like obviously because I'm in the industry, I see a lot of it. There's like this super weird like dynamic in our industry where right now everyone's posting like where people are walking out on them or like not paying them.
I've been seeing that.
But like what does that get you? Like, you're gonna get views from that post because people are gonna comment and be like, I would never let her walk out on me or whatever, right? But then like you're giving like such a bad taste to our industry because, knock on wood, but like I've been doing it for such a long time and I have never
had that happen to you.
Had somebody like, oh, I do not enjoy
so maybe
this
that's
look,
on them.
I'm leaving.
But
it's like, why are you, if every single nail tech is posting a video like that just for clout, like what are you doing to our industry? You know? I feel like that's mad weird. Like,
that is.
Why is that what you want to like
be known for,
go viral for?
I know.
Like getting bullied by somebody for like a job that you're doing correctly. That's weird.
That is crazy.
Okay. You want to do one more of yours?
Yeah, maybe two.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, some of these are ruthless. Okay. That's crazy. Okay. You only care about looks and designer labels. Be honest.
Is looks and designer labels?
Yeah. It says, be honest. Is personality just an accessory?
I feel like that's so opposite to you. Your biggest flex is Ross and TJ Maxx. Like what?
I love me some Ross and TJ Maxx. Yeah, for
that's
real. I don't
funny.
even shop at like. Well, okay. I definitely have a thing for Louis Vuitton. I don't know what it is or why, but
I don't think you flex it.
I don't even use them. When you do buy one,
you're like so proud of them.
Yes.
Or like when Louis has bought you, like I'm calling him Louis now. When Louis buys you like a bag or something, you're like so happy. Like,
yes,
I got this.
Yes, that is
because
so
you know
opposite.
that it's like something that someone accomplished to be able to purchase
by
you
me.
that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Louis bought me a Louis Vuitton Neverfull for Christmas, not this year, but the year before that, and I was in shock. Because when we were friends, we were talking one time. I remember this so well. And I was like, would you ever buy your girl a designer bag? And he was like, fuck no. I was like, why? And he's like,
but you're not a girlfriend.
No, I know, but
you're a fiance.
I know, but he was like, I ain't buying no girl like a bag that's thousands of dollars. That's crazy.
Yeah. But he probably also thought he would never buy like a $20,000 AC unit. So
true.
Here we are.
Yeah. So then for Christmas that year, I was literally. It's funny how maybe I am materialistic because I remember these things so well. I'm not materialistic, but I was laying on my bed and he comes upstairs and he's like, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" And I go, "A Louis Vuitton." And he goes, "Okay." And he walked away, and I thought we were just having like a playful conversation. You know how sometimes you just like...
You're like, let me see the most expensive thing I could think of as a joke.
Yep. And then for Christmas, there was only one present under the tree for me. You know, it was a big ass box. And I was like, is it a Dyson vacuum or something? Because like, it was a big ass box. And when I opened it and I saw that orange, I was like, what? And he was just like, yeah. He's like, you said you wanted it. And then he knew exactly which one I wanted. And he actually bought one... I wanted this other one that was like less expensive, but he went and spent the extra money to get me like the one that I wanted. And I was just like shook.
He's like, and that's why you only have one box, brother.
Literally. And then, but I also think the reason why he bought it for me is because he knows I'm not a designer. Like, I need Gucci, this and this and this and this. Like, he could have gone to TJ Maxx and bought me a purse and I would have been like, babe, like, I'm so excited, you know, but yeah, no, I'm not like that. And do I only care about looks? You guys, that's the funniest assumption because I do my makeup once or twice a week and it's on podcast day and on Jesus day. That's for church.
For the Lord.
So yeah, I rarely do my makeup and I rarely take time to like make myself feel pretty because I have all these excuses on why I don't have the time. And I look crazy 5 to 6 days out of the week. Yeah. Like, as long as I do my skincare and I'm wearing a fresh pair of chonies, I am good to go.
She said, check and check.
But I do want to take better care of myself and like to maybe get ready a little bit.
I think when I do like reels for like my day, I'm always like, at least I know my ass is washed and my teeth are brushed. Those are the only two things that matter. And the rest is like work. And then I eat and go to sleep. That's it.
Yeah.
My whole day.
You're like taking care of yourself, but you're just doing the bare.
Yeah.
Not even the bare minimum.
By.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's hella funny.
Okay. My second one. Oh, my third one.
I'm going to down the hatch on this.
Damn.
Also, for those of you guys who don't know what time it is, what time is it?
It is 8:53 a.m.
in the morning. I had a Cayman Jack last week at, no joke, 6:50 a.m. in the morning.
Literally. I assume you've had moments where you wanted to quit, but your clients and love for the art keep you going. 1,000%. Imagine. No,
absolutely.
For sure. Absolutely.
You are correct.
Yeah, I literally say this. I literally say this all the time that I never, ever see myself doing anything else.
Really?
Yeah. I never imagine like a different career for myself. Like even when I imagine the lease being over at Pure Lounge, my mind doesn't have a different location in it to continue doing the same thing. I think that I've been super blessed in the clients that I've received and the amount of money I make doing something that I love. The like biggest thing for me is the dynamic with the women that we have in the salon that are not just clients, but who I work with.
Right, your coworkers.
We literally have like some of us took like longer to open up to each other for things, but we're all like super, like our vibe super chill. Like we literally jokingly, we started this like pizza party thing on Fridays.
Yeah.
You know, like when you're in school.
That's today.
Yeah. You know, when you're in school and like your teacher's like, oh, bring your little dollar for your pizza party. And then they give you like half a slice of pizza.
A slither.
We like are so juiced. Like we already know everyone that comes in on Friday is like, so what time are we ordering the pizza? Michaela literally comes in, it'll be like 7:30 in the morning. She's like, so
kind of
what time's the pizza getting here today? And we get the trashiest pizza every time. We literally eat Little Caesars every Friday all together. But like
such a vibe.
It's just like little traditions that we built together.
Yes. That is living.
And I feel like I will never get tired of my career. Like the only thing that I guess that I can get tired of is like trends. Okay. Repeating the same shit over and over again. But like if you like it, I love it.
Yeah, that's such a good mentality.
Right?
Yeah.
So like I'm not gonna wear it.
No, I've been in nail techs in the past where they're like, that's what you want. Literally. Yeah. And you're like, oh shit. Okay.
No, I'm like super like opinionated. So like if I think that it's something that I know that they have not enjoyed previously, I'm gonna tell them like, look,
like, hey, I don't think
you remember 6 years ago.
I'm pretty sure you've done that to me.
Yeah.
Where you're like, Brooke.
Yeah. Like when you show me a picture and it has like a bunch of shit on it and I'm like, you're literally gonna chew all this off tomorrow. I don't want to do this for you.
A little raccoon.
Yeah. Like, and I just know my clients. So I think like, obviously in any job you have, there's going to be people that you don't enjoy. But I just know that if I was a cashier or I worked anywhere else or something, like you can't pick who you come encounter with.
1,000%.
Right. So you kind of can be like, oh, okay, like we don't connect on the same vibe, so maybe it's not going to work out, but it doesn't make me tired of my career. So like I absolutely love what I do and I just don't see myself doing anything else. Obviously there's like bonus things that you can do with your career, like content creating.
Yes.
Where like I obviously in the past few years have not taken it as serious as I used to, where I used to.
Because you don't have a passion for it.
Yeah. I used to make money off of like Instagram, like the bonuses where they give you like $1,200 a month. I'm lazy as hell for those kind of things. So I let that go away.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So just like being transparent, like I don't make money off of like Instagram or stuff like that. Like, do I collaborate with companies? Sometimes it's not as often as it used to be because I'm not like as interested in that aspect of my industry.
Right.
I'm more worried about like making my clients happy or keeping the girls happy at the salon and then like now branching out, doing the podcast is just like kind of the same job without the art.
It's just a different layer of your job.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Because this I do all day.
Mm-hmm. Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So to me, it's like similar to my industry without the art aspect of it.
I love that. That's so cool. And same for me. It's very much like creating content without the edits and the like. You have
without
to
the pressure.
Yeah, without the pressure, you could just sit down and talk. You don't have to create something and talk.
Exactly.
But we're creating at the same time. Yeah. Wait, I was gonna say. Oh. I have a funny story. When I used to work at this pizza place in high school, you know how you were saying like
there's. I feel like you've had 500 jobs.
I have.
Okay.
100%.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
She's like, and also I made pizzas. Okay.
Yeah. No. Like, you know how you said there's certain aspects of the job you like and you don't like? Well, I used to work at the pizza factory in Rio Vista, California as my first job, and I loved working there. It was so much fun to work with the people. I loved doing the cash register. I made sandwiches. I cut the pizza. I loved everything, but there was one aspect of that job that I hated, and it was talking on the phones. Because you have
like taking orders.
Yes, taking orders. The phone would ring, and I would let it ring and ring and ring, and somebody else would get it.
You're the asshole at the restaurant.
Yes, because I'm like, oh,
you're like, I swear to God, they're open.
Yes,
Yelp says they're open.
The reason why is people. This is how someone would order pizza. This would like example. Hi, can I get a
me every Friday?
And I'd be sitting on the phone wanting to just slam my head into the wall because it's just. I don't know what it is about it. Uh-huh. And I remember there was this one family and I called them the quarter family because she would call in. This is so funny. She would call in. She'd be like, and I just knew it was her because she would order it like almost every Friday. She'd be like, hi, can I get an extra large pizza, a quarter cheese, a quarter pepperoni, a quarter vegetarian, and a quarter combo, right? So quarter. Uh-huh. And I would answer the phone, and as soon as I heard her voice, I'd be like, "Oh, it's quarter, bitch." just put up the thing and I'd put extra large and I'd quarter it.
Imagine one day she like hits you with a different order and you're like, fuck, I already plugged it in.
Literally, because I would plug it in and I'd send it through and she would still be like, can I get?
She's still on the second quarter.
Literally.
She's like, and pepperoni. You're like, yeah, in combination and vegetarian. It'll be there in 45 minutes.
Literally, I hated that aspect of my job. And I'm pretty sure I've gotten in trouble for it. Like,
I'm sure.
Of something.
You're like, yeah, 1/4 cheese, 1/4 pepperoni, girl. I get it.
I told my sister about that because we both work there, and I'm pretty sure she named them the quarter family. So if I don't say that on the podcast, she's gonna be like, bitch, I said that. You know what I mean? Well, yeah. That's hella funny, though. We called them the quarter family.
Oh my gosh.
Hate talking on the phone, which is so interesting because now I'm here on
Your
a podcast.
job is literally the phone.
But no one's talking back to me.
You know? I don't need to absorb anything.
Literally.
Oh my God. Imagine, Brooke, you're hella funny for that. What the fuck?
Okay, so let's do
you have one more.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that'll be 6.
Yeah. I'll make it quick.
That'll be 6. Who am I, fucking Shrek? Pick number 3, my lord.
Pick 3, my lord. All right. This says, you don't actually have any real friends, just people you film with. That's also rough.
Damn. You literally say all the time that you don't have friends, though.
Because I don't. I have one best friend.
Yeah.
I have my sister.
And Alondra.
And you. I have 3 friends.
And your sister doesn't count.
She doesn't?
No.
Because she's my sister?
Yeah.
So I have 2 friends.
I just tell this to Lisa all the time. So that's actually a good one for you. So I tell Lisa all the time. So Lisa's the one we talked about in the first episode where she's like always just with me, right?
Yeah.
And like, even if you love somebody, there's always going to be certain things you don't like about them.
100%.
Yeah. And so my things that I don't like about her would make me never be her friend.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So when she pisses me off, I'll be like, you're lucky we're family because I would never fuck with you if we weren't related. But that's just so like the honest truth, right? Yeah, because if like tomorrow, like I didn't respect your morals or your like things that you believed in, I would be like, I don't need to be your friend. I could just never talk to you again. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I wouldn't have to see you.
Right.
We're family, so like I have to fuck with her regardless. Yeah. So I guess
that's so true because me and my sister are such a different people that we've said this. And if we met in real life without being sisters, I would probably not gravitate towards her as a friend.
Yeah.
Because we're so different.
Yeah. But I love you because you're my sister.
I love the shit out of her. Yeah. Okay. So I have 2 friends.
Yeah.
And then my other close friends are my cousins. Because like I have girl cousins and we're all the same age. And like if I'm like, need a friend, like literally
reach out to them.
Yeah, and that's who I do reach out to.
Yeah.
I have 2 friends. So
that's a good one for you.
But you only have people you film with? Nope. Because I don't film with.
Most of your content's like independent.
Yeah. I did one time make friends with this girl in Sacramento. I won't say her name, but we definitely became friends because she was creating content and I created content. We came together and we were friends on camera for the content.
Okay. Your coworker.
Exactly. It was a coworker. Yeah. But then when we were making content, I was like, dang, I really like you. And she was like, yeah, I like you too.
Yeah.
And then we like went out to dinner. So then we became friends.
Yeah.
But that is false.
Yeah. I feel like everything comes in categories.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I always tell the girls at the salon, if you're in my life and I bring you in as a friend, my family is so close that you're just going to be family. So like right now, earlier when I was like, has Gigi ever ridden a horse? Let's go to Uncle Raymond's ranch. Like that's going to be your Uncle Raymond too.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Because like now you're in my world, like
your world
in my family. World. And so like most of the things I do are with my husband's family because we're all super close. And Juanito and his siblings are all like the same age.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So like 6 kids and
you just have a bunch of built-in
31
friends.
and the youngest is 24. So like one every single year is their siblings. And so we that's all wild. Are the same age. So everything we do is kind of all together. And so whenever we have friends that come into our friend group, they're just expected to also be like family friends. All of our friends are family friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I love that.
Yeah. It's like a very close dynamic.
But ever since I've known you, I've just seen you as like, you've always had a huge group of friends.
Which like I really don't.
Really?
Yeah. I have like different groups of friends. Or like the girls at the salon and then like my best friend Janny and then like I have other friends and stuff. Family. Yeah, but like mostly like and the people that I surround. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like everyone is like family. So I don't really think of it like, oh, this is my friend, this is my friend. It's just kind of like we all mesh together. Like when I did Juanito's 30th, I invited like our friends and our family, and literally it was like all of them sat at the same table. Like it wasn't awkward for like, oh, like if you came to my house and you've never been there, you would probably be like, oh, where am I gonna go stand? Or
no.
But then I'm saying like it wouldn't be like that because everyone would be like, oh, come on, you want this, you want this, or you want that, or come sit over here. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's not weird.
Everyone is like super like everyone includes each other.
Inviting.
Yep.
Yes. Definitely. That's 100%.
Yeah. I feel like your family was the same too. Like when I went to Gigi's thing.
Yeah. I think it's a Mexican thing.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
We just got there and they're like, do you want something from here? Do you go into the ice chest, grab this or whatever,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So I think it's like a cool dynamic to have. Like our worlds don't have to be separated by so many things.
Facts. Wait, was that your question or mine?
It was yours, your friend.
Oh, yes.
Your friend assumption.
Yes. Okay, yours.
Let me look through these. You seem confident and cool, but I assume there's times where you low key.
I've never in my life ever thought you were not confident.
Okay, so
I see you as a confident person.
You seem confident and cool. I'll let you eat your donut first.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
And you puff.
This shit is so burnt.
Thank you so much for my donut. This made my day.
Literally, when I went home the other day, I was so buzzed.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I also kept drinking, so.
You were drunk?
I wasn't drunk. I was just like, okay, I'm chilling. I literally took a nap.
I love buzz snaps.
Mm-hmm. One of my favorite things about being an adult is that you can drink whenever the hell you want, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, let's say we go to brunch. You drink at 10 a.m. You're drunk by 12. You go home and take a nap till like 3 in the afternoon.
Then you can get up and drink some
more. And you wake
more.
up, not even drink some more, but like you could wake up, have dinner, and go back to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Like there's no like.
No hangover. No like, you know.
That's so true.
But, like when you're younger, you like rage because you're not supposed to be doing it. And then
so true.
You like hate yourself the next day. Yeah.
I remember in high school one time I had a hangover and my dad also had a hangover and we had hangovers together and he just didn't know that I had a hangover.
You're like, yeah, let's take it easy today.
No, he was like, let's get Taco Bell. I was like,
you're like, give me the greasiest thing you could think of.
I was thinking, and I'm so glad I'm not an alcoholic because if I was, I wouldn't be able to drink at 6 a.m. in the morning with you.
Yeah. You seem confident and cool, but I assume there's times you low-key doubt yourself.
There's no way you doubt yourself.
Not doubt myself, but I'm not one to like compliment myself
at all.
I feel like that's kind of weird. You know, one thing I always say is like, it's weird to me when people have themselves as their screensaver.
Themselves?
That's not weird to me.
People do not do
that.
I
swear. Right now, if you're watching this, listening to it, and you have yourself as your screensaver, I'm not judging you. Well, I did say it was weird, so I guess I am. But leave a comment and tell me so that Brooke can understand that my clients do that all the time. They put their phone on the counter, on the table, and it's a picture of them. And I just think that's the strangest thing.
Good for them.
No, I love that. The confidence.
Right.
But I think maybe because, so like I'm a people watcher. Okay.
You're an observer.
Yeah. I love to people watch. So I think because, you know how people are like, I'm not judgmental. I don't think this and that. I'm going to just say I'm a people watcher. Obviously that comes with judgment, the shit right? Out of people. Not that I'm like a judgmental person in like a whole, but like obviously I'm looking, I'm like, what in the world were they thinking? Right?
Yeah.
So I guess that makes me judgmental. That's okay because we're here to be open and honest.
Facts. Right? Yeah.
But I think that because I'm like that, I'm just a little bit more aware in certain environments.
Okay.
Because I don't get dressed up. Like, I don't really care what I look like, but I'm okay with it because I know that I came that way. So, like,
this is me.
In confidence level and appearance, my self-esteem is probably a lot lower than people think it is.
Oh, shit.
Just to be, like, open and honest.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to hear me compliment myself, like,
damn,
today my fucking calves are flexing in these shorts. Like
damn, my hair looks good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to be like that. But I'm also aware enough to know like what circumstance I'm in.
Yeah. Right? Like you'll show up to work and you'll just be in your like normal.
I'm in my zone. Like,
yes.
I don't need to appear a certain way because I'm just here to put a product out.
That's even more confident than what you realize, I think. Because you're like, you know what? I don't need to look A, B, or C because I'm here to do a job.
Yeah.
And I'm already like, I know you would never say that, but in my head, you're like, I'm here to do a job. I'm that bitch. I'm going to come in. I'm going to leave. You know what I mean?
Like this girl's nails are about to slay and I look crazy as hell. It's okay.
Yeah. But that's almost like, it almost makes you even more confident because you're able to do that.
But I also love that in this industry, there's like a whole like self-esteem to be like, I'm gonna get ready every single day to make myself feel beautiful. And like every hairstylist with the big hat and like the aesthetic and all that stuff, I love that too for them.
And I think they also do it because they're doing art, but they want to show the art in their style in their.
And that's probably also why on like my own platform, I don't show too much of like myself, because I don't have that confidence behind it to be like, this is who's doing it. I just know that I can show the product of what I did, because in that I do have confidence.
But Alondra, like, people want to see the most authentic, real you. And so like there's gonna be a niche of people that are like, I love that girl that just takes a shower and comes to work and gets the shit done.
You're like, brush your teeth, wash your ass, and let's go.
Yeah, you know,
that's definitely the niche I fall under. I smell good, but I look crazy. There you go.
Okay, this one says you choose a haul over a healthy relationship. Sheesh. That's crazy.
I feel like we talk about like me and Brooke have gotten to a era in our relationship with each other that we're like pretty open about speaking on like your relationship or like my marriage. Right. And like, I don't think that your hauls affect your relationship, but I know that like your work ethic does.
Yes.
Right? And so it's just kind of finding a balance between the hauls and the relationships, not like that specifically affects them.
Deep.
Right?
Yes. 100%. Should I unpack that a little bit?
Yeah.
I am a workaholic. For sure. I would work all day. Well, it helps that I love my job.
Yeah.
And sometimes I work a little too much, right? To where it could affect the healthiness of my relationship, because like, does my partner feel seen? And does my partner feel like I'm giving him enough attention?
I think a lot that we've talked about too is not that you work too much. It's learning the scheduling of how it's going to work. So like Brooke's job is like, so my job is like this: Monday through Saturday, I work in the salon. My husband works Monday through Friday. It works for us. He leaves at a certain time. I leave at a certain time. We're usually home around the same time. Yeah. With your job, because you can pick up your phone and do that job everywhere you're at, if he's seeing you constantly do that, and that's the assumption of you're doing something for work, which a lot of the time it's going to be that, then he's always seeing that. But it's also learning to separate home life and work, even though your job is in your home.
1,000%.
So we've talked about that, like you learn how to schedule certain things, or like learning to like almost be selfish in the sense that you're also a provider in your home and your job is also important.
Yeah.
Right. And I think a lot of the time, even with Juanito, when I'm like, oh, I need to make this video, and he's like, bro, like go back to the salon and do that shit. Like if you're still working, do like work. Yeah. But when you're home, this is like our space.
They bleed into each other.
Yeah, because our jobs are never ending. Being a business owner is just
100%.
You're just always going to be on the go and like always.
Example, last night before bed, I remembered I needed to sign a contract, and I told myself all day, I'm going to sign it. And I was like, and I grabbed my phone out, and he's like, seriously? Like as we were falling asleep. And I was like, I just need to sign this really quick, and then I'll shut it off. Like that's what I mean by.
Exactly. And it's not that they're not supportive of what we're doing. It's just kind of like a man is not usually going to tell you like, I need more of this from you. And so you just kind of have to know that they need that from you. Yes. Which is annoying. But it's like you also know like, your partner so much that you just kind of, it's like the same thing with women. We expect them to know so many things about us, and just that's like, oh, you know that's going to annoy me. Why are you doing it? Like we also know that it's going to annoy them, but it has to be done. So like, you know, get over it. Imagine not get over it, but you just have to find, like I'm always telling you, like find that happy medium of putting yourself first for a little bit to be a better version of yourself in work.
For my people.
In work, so that you can be detached from that when you're at home.
Yes. Yeah, so it's not that I would choose a haul, but I wouldn't choose a haul over a healthy relationship, but sometimes I allow the work aspect and the scheduling aspect and my brain is just always thinking about it because it is my business. Sometimes that can affect my relationship if I'm being 100,000%.
101,000%.
But on the episode where we do bring our partners on, we could definitely go into that because Luis has so much experience in that, and we have experience on like trying to navigate those waters.
TikTok hubby.
because he's like he doesn't even like social media.
Yeah, and Juanito's the same way. He literally doesn't have Juanito has like Twitter to watch like sports updates highlights and stuff.
Yeah,
or like YouTube to watch shorts, but he doesn't have like Instagram or like Facebooks or anything like that. Like
Pinterest.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lemonade. Imagine.
That's a good assumption for real. But I would never, ever, ever, ever pick an actual haul.
Is there? And if you hear this and then go on bend your back, go on bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max.